Browns continuing preparation for their trip to Las Vegas on Sunday to face the 2-8 Raiders. Of course, the Browns are also 2-8. And some good news to start the day for the Browns and their long-term outlook. Alex Wright agreeing to a 3-year contract, $33 million, $21 million guaranteed. So Mary Kay, the Browns locking down one of their young edge rushers who, when he's been healthy, has been a productive pass rusher for this football team.
He really has, and he was coming off of the torn triceps this year, and he's having a really nice season. He had to wait 5 games to crack the starting lineup. Isaiah McGuire started in front of him, but he did a really nice job after that in his 4 starts, and then he suffered a quad injury. So he's waiting to get back out there, but in the midst of that, he now has $21 million guaranteed to keep him in a pretty good mood. And he was so excited about that today.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to spend a day on the bike here when you just got extended. Of course, he's working back. They don't need to put him on IR, so he should be back soon, Ashley. And really, this is sort of this is the classic betting on future production, right? He's been somewhat productive here in his first few years. They like what they've seen on film. They like what they've seen when he's been healthy. And so now you're kind of betting on him continuing to develop.
Yeah, he had this great anecdote about first meeting Jim Schwartz when Jim Schwartz got here in 2023, and Jim telling him, "I'm going to make you into a star." And Alex really has taken those words to heart. And look, I think even though he's had some injuries, he's always bounced back nicely. You see that length that he can play with. I think he's really coming along in that number 2 edge rusher role, playing opposite of Miles. He enjoys playing opposite of Miles. He considers himself really lucky that he's going to keep learning from what he said is the best pass rusher of all time today.
Now, another defender was a topic of conversation, and that was linebacker Carson Swissinger. Of course, he has been getting a lot of buzz over the last few weeks, people throwing around the words All-Pro, Pro Bowl. Now he's the Rookie of the Week for the AFC. So, Mary Kay, Carson Schwesinger, we got a chance to talk to him today, and he's sort of embracing the buzz a little bit, but he's also kind of, I don't know, I guess he's downplaying a lot of it too.
Yeah, he does seem to be downplaying a lot of it, but the thing that always stands out to me about Carson Schwesinger, and I've watched a lot of linebackers come through these parts, I've never seen a rookie linebacker understand spatial awareness as much as he does. He has such a nose for the play and for the ball. And we've talked about this before. Even JOK, it took him some time to sort of figure out where he needed to be on any given play. Not so with Carson Schwesinger. He goes right to the play, right to the ball, and he's making a ton of big plays.
And he is absolutely relentless, too. He's going to be the subject of a lot of photos. I know the Ravens tweeted one, him chasing Mark Andrews, kind of face-planting while he dove for him. But I kind of liken that to a big man challenging a dunk. Carson Schwesinger is going to be in the mix. He's going to hustle. He's going to be relentless. And he's going to make a lot more good plays than bad if he continues to play like this.
Yeah, we talked about that on Sunday after the game, Dan. Photos like that are just the price of doing business when you play as hard as Carson Schwesinger does. And to Mary Kay's point, Jim Schwartz even compared him to Ray Lewis in terms of how quickly the game has come to him. He said he thinks it's come to him even faster than it did for Ray. Obviously, very, very high praise when you're talking about a Hall of Famer. Jim Schwartz said maybe the best middle linebacker to ever do it today. So I think everyone just continues to be impressed by him. And really, the fact that the game has slowed down for him this quickly is impressive.
Now, of course, we have to talk about Shedeur Sanders. Tommy Rees spoke today, the offensive coordinator. He'll get his first chance to call plays for a full game for Shedeur. First chance to game plan all week for Shedeur Sanders and Mary Kay. That was really kind of the theme of what Tommy talked about, is having that opportunity to figure out what will and won't work with Shedeur at quarterback.
That's right. He has to make him feel comfortable, make him feel confident, give him things to do that he feels really, really good about. I think some of that is going to include some of his hungry dog pals. I think they'll put Caden Davis up this week and let him throw the ball to him a little bit. We saw him throw two touchdown passes to him in that Panthers game, and I really think he's going to give him things that he feels good about. Now, as far as Tommy is concerned, it's different. This is not the game of RPOs and quarterback movement and keepers the way that it was with Dillon Gabriel. He's more of a drop back passer. You can't move him around as much. You can't use the full breadth of the playbook the way that you can with Dylan. But Tommy will have some things in store for Shedeur.
Yeah, I needed to also talk about they've got to protect him better, right? Some of those sacks are his fault, but you also have to give him a chance. If he's not going to be the runner or the mover that Dylan Gabriel is, you've got to give him a chance in that pocket, Ashley, to sit back and kind of figure out what he's seeing.
You do, and at least the Browns had their tackles out at practice today, Cam Robinson and Jack Conklin, so that's good. But I also am really curious to see the fan kind of reaction to this, because I do think with Shedeur Sanders there is this idea among a lot of fans, oh, he's Deion Sanders' son, right? He's probably so mobile and can move, but to Mary Kay's point, that's not who he is. He is more of that drop back style passer, and they have to game plan accordingly for that. And that is one of the ways in which he is different than Dylan Gabriel, for sure.
Yeah, he's a little more Baker Mayfield running than he was his dad running. We will cover everything that happened here in Berea as they prepare to face the Raiders at cleveland.com/Browns.